Welcome to Kenpo University. My name's Alan Babinick, and I am your instructor. Surprise fights versus I'm ready fights. And what I mean by that is that a lot of times you'll do different techniques based on if you're surprised or if you know something's going on. So if I was, let's pretend there's a corner right here. If I was walking this way and I go past the corner and I see some guy trying to hit me or some guy coming at me, I'm not going to step forward and do Dance of Death or Thundering Hammers. I'm not going to do a technique that steps forward. When you're surprised, you step backwards, right? So who knows which one you're going to do? A lot of the techniques that we start off with in yellow and such are step back techniques. So if you ever noticed, in my school, my yellow belt stuff is down there. In the lower belts, we step back because we're a little bit surprised. And then all towards the middle here, we're always stepping up into it. We're stepping up into it. And then up this way, we start doing leap of death, destructive kneel, techniques like that. And all of a sudden, we're stepping back again. Okay? So fatal deviation, entwined maces, that type of thing, we're stepping back on all those. So it doesn't mean you have to keep doing all the yellow belt techniques. It's the whole system. But if you come around a corner and you see somebody and they're just coming at you or you're surprised, you're going to step back. And if I was coming around a corner and I saw you, I'd much more likely step back and do my block or unfurling crane or whatever you want to do because I'm going away from it. So when it's a surprise, you're probably going to be doing something like that. All right? You're doing a technique that steps back to begin with. Or they're grabbing you right off the bat and then you're just doing self-defense, bear hugs and full Nelsons and stuff like that. But I'm talking about punches and kicks. If you know the fight's going to happen because you've been yelling at the guy, poking each other, swearing at each other and whatever, all right? When you know that it's going to be a fight, that's when you can really kind of read the situation a little bit better and step forward. Especially, we always want to try to get a two-step read. Now, whether you get it or not, whatever. But when somebody pushes you, and let's say you knew you were having words with somebody, you knew it was getting heated, but you didn't think it was going to be a fight, all of a sudden, boom, here comes this push, and the guy pushes you. Don't step back. Don't get pushed back and then go, oh, yeah, and stick your head in there, because guess what's going to get hit next? Your head, right? So when somebody pushes you, you go with the program. So he pushes you, you step back a few times, put your hands up. If you like fighting the left foot forward, I'd be in a short neutral like this, got my hands up or get my, frame whatever I want him to hit. So I'll go like this if I want him to try to hit me in the center. I'll go like this if I want roundhouse punches or tackles, that type of thing. So, but if you take a couple of steps back, then he has to take a couple of steps towards you. And that gives you plenty of time to go, oh, gee, I wonder what he's going to do. And if he's far enough away, he has to do that step through right punch. Now, if you think about it, a lot of the techniques up on the wall are step through punches. Some of them are shuffling jabs. There's a lot of step throughs. So that means the guy's trying to go through you and he's trying to catch up to you. So you want to make sure that if you know it's going to be a fight, that's when you can do the step forward. Now I can do Dance of Death. Now I can do Thundering Hammers and Flashing Wings and all those techniques. I can move into it. But if I'm being surprised, I want to do all the techniques that take a step back. All right? And that's right off the bat. So again, somebody might push me and I might move back, but I'm doing that on purpose to gauge distance and see what's going to happen next. All right? But that's why sometimes you're stepping forwards and sometimes you're stepping backwards. And it's not always your choice which one you're going to do. So if you're surprised, you're going to step backwards. That's just the way it is. I don't know anybody that gets surprised and jumps into the danger, right? So when you're doing it, just a couple of things to think about. There's a lot that goes into thinking about how fights happen and what happens in a fight, but there's a couple little things right there. Thank you for watching this video production from Kenpo University.